Bertha looking all good. Good morning, everybody. We back
Woohoo!
again.
Good morning.
We are back again. It is Saturday.
Yeah.
We know y'all sleeping in late this morning. We tried to too. But we said we gotta go get it. People's what they want. There you go. There she go, y'all. She back.
Hi, how are you? I'm sorry.
Oh,
Something always happens. The door rang.
oh, I was like, I hope she ain't fall down the stairs or
Oh,
something.
I know.
The kids tied you up downstairs. We have a full house this morning, y'all. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey,
It is
Woohoo!
Saturday
good
and the
morning.
gang is all here. The weekend warriors are rolling out
Yes,
strong and
yes.
deep today.
Yes.
How y'all doing?
I'm
Great.
good.
How y'all
Today is
doing?
a
Y'all know
great
what?
day.
It is pre fourth quarter.
Pre fourth quarter.
Pre fourth quarter. Now, you know what that means. Pre fourth quarter, you know, the timeout is called. The team is pulled back into the locker room or on the sidelines for a huddle. They might be down by a few points, but they're not out.
Mm-mm.
Coach calls them to the sideline. Say, look, y'all, we going into the fourth quarter. We have to run these plays and we have to run them like we mean it. So the question is today, why not you run those fourth quarter plays for a seven-figure vision for your business? What? It's the fourth
Mm-mm.
quarter. 2020 hasn't been the greatest of years for some. We
Mm-hmm.
had we just have all kinds of things going on. We had the fires, we had the pandemic, we just have so much destruction. But the highlight of it all, if you can find a highlight in it, I try to look at the bright side somewhere. That's a song, and I won't sing it. Try to look at the bright side somewhere because we're going into the fourth quarter and we know a lot of games are pulled out and win
Mm.
in the fourth quarter.
A quarter.
Good morning, everybody. I am Rose Fauntleroy, your virtual time and sales genie. I'm going to pass this thing off to my co-hosts. Let them introduce themselves. We're going to talk about the seven-figure vision board party this morning because going into the fourth quarter, every other quarter may have fallen by the wayside, but you can pull that thing out now.
Okay. I I am Vicky Kirk May. I am the Educator's Passion Accelerator. I'm the earthly influence that shows up in the world to support educators who are ready. I mean, when I say ready, I mean over ready to transform their body and their bank account. No more living paycheck to paycheck. No more being burnt out. No more poverty mindset. We are about transforming our life so that we can be the best version of ourselves, that we're more than just who we are in the classroom. And so I'm just excited to be here this morning, and I'm ready to talk about writing our vision, just having a vision. So I'm glad to be here this morning.
Good morning. I am Bertha Germany, and I help women reclaim their happiness through dreams. And so we're talking about vision this morning. So vision is the thing that's going on today. So we want to invite you to the vision party this weekend. But the main thing is, do you have a vision? Do you have a vision? If you don't have a vision, you need to just sit down and just start to think and dream about what it is that you would like for your future to look like. Once you start,
Bertha,
huh?
I was just gonna say, I just love what you just said, and I think I didn't mean to cut you off, but you just totally inspired me with what you're saying, because I think sometimes we think we have a vision, but our vision is so small,
Yeah.
you know, what's possible. And I think the other thing that's possible with this is like really expanding your vision too, right?
Right.
So thank you for letting me interrupt you. I'm so sorry. I'm just saying I'm Cherie Caldwell, and I'm all about, you know, inclusion and equity, and I work to empower women in the workplace to get the pay they deserve, the promotion they deserve, the positions power they deserve. And then I also work with organizations to be more inclusive. So thank you for letting me interrupt you, but you got me rolling. So thank you.
Hey, it's great.
You done, Bertha?
I'm done, girl. I'm
All
done.
right, let me chime on up in there then. So I'm not interrupting you. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. I'm glad to wake up, to still have breath in my body and still move around. With that being said, I am Kayshawn Brooks, the owner of a luxury skincare company called Renew You Body Butters. I provide my clients with alternative remedies for their skin, hair, and just overall health in their body. And I also partner with individuals who want to do the same thing and make additional income. And I am so excited for this vision board party because I did one a couple of years ago, you know, like right before I launched my business, and somebody around me near me tore it up. And I had never done a vision board before in my life, and it was just as I was on my journey of choosing me, you know, and picking me first. So it's very sentimental for me to be there and do this, because I haven't had a desire to do another vision board because I was so hurt that person ripped up my vision board. So now it's like I get to do it again, but now have a more clarity, more insight of what I want for my vision. So even though I'm redoing it because of something bad happened, it's good because now I get to put more thought into it.
Mhm.
So
And that's
But
what
you,
that's what's so good about these vision boards. I lost mine for some reason, and I was like you, Keshawn. I was just so heartbroken that
mm-hmm,
I had put so much into that
mm-hmm,
particular one, and it was like, do another one, and
Mhm.
then I got clarity. And
Mhm.
so the next one that I did, it was much bigger and greater
right?
than the other one before. So I was kind of glad that I did do another one, and that's like what life is. Like Cherie was saying, sometimes we think so small in the
Mm-hmm,
beginning, but there's always a second chance.
right?
Always time to do. It's never too late to start.
Or don't dwell on a bad situation. You know, like I can still be mad at that person, you know, for what they did. But why? Because now, you
Right.
know, what I had on there, I have achieved, because I can go back in my mind. You know, I have achieved some
Right.
of those things. But now, just, you know, look, being around in this community for a year, and then I'm going to do a vision board, I can't even imagine what that vision board is going to look like. And I would prefer to be going after this one, you know. So just hearing how you said when you did redo yours,
Yeah.
you were happier. So I'm looking
Mhm.
forward to being happier.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about when 2020 first came in, everybody was like 2020 vision,
Mm-hmm.
and just, focus 2020 and, all
Yeah.
of that. And then, everything just happened, the pandemic came, and everything that happened as a result of, the virus. And so I'm quite sure that in December of 2019, that there were a lot of dreams, a lot of goals, a lot of resolutions that were made that because of life happening, a lot of people got discouraged along the way. A lot of people put their vision boards that they made in December, they put them to the side, and they just let life get in the way, and they became discouraged. But hey, tomorrow you get to reset. You get a do-over. And that's what I'm excited about, is because for that woman out there, for that Black, amazing, gorgeous, smart, intelligent, multi-millionaire in the making Black woman, that for whatever reason, you stop dreaming again, that you can no longer, see your dreams and your goals becoming a reality because life blinded you. You get to hit the reset button on tomorrow. So that's why I'm excited, because I just know that Coach is not just going to walk us through, how to even dream again, but then she's going to show us how to stay focused.
Right.
Because I've done a lot of dream boards. I have. Some of them I know where they are. Others I just end up putting in a corner somewhere. And so I just know that it's going to be more than just cutting out and putting it on whatever canvas or whatever, you're going to use. It's going to be so much more than that. And so I'm excited, because I haven't counted out 2020. You all may have counted out 2020, but I have not. Yeah. I know it's a lot happens in the midnight hour.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
What you say, in the midnight hour?
God's gonna turn it around, baby.
In the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, you may be down. Your knees may be scraped. As you all have said, you've made a lot of vision boards, dream boards, whatever kind of board somebody tore it up. Some of them fell behind the bed, collected dust. Some you don't even know where they are at. But in the fourth quarter, you get to come back and resurrect that thing. But resurrect it bigger. Bigger. Your vision board is not, or your vision, your 7-figure vision is not a static thing. It's not just something that you put on a piece of paper on a board and it just sits there and you watch it. You get to add to it.
Yes.
Right.
As you accomplish things, you get to move that off to your accomplishment board.
Right.
Then you get to add.
Say that again, that accomplishment board.
You move it to your accomplishment board. And then you add something else, another vision. So in the fourth quarter, it's not too late. Look, football just started. How many teams come back in the fourth quarter and win that thing?
Right.
There you go.
You could have been down.
Look, you can punt. You can punt that thing and win a game.
Right.
If you go to bit.ly/Black Girl Vision to attend this 7 Vision board party with us on Sunday night, it's only $29. But you could create a vision for yourself for $29,000.
Right.
29 million.
Took the words right out my mouth.
Come on.
Don't let what's around you, don't let what's been happening deter you from saying, I can pull this thing out in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. It's not over till it's over.
That's right.
Don't give up now.
That's right, Sheree. That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
It's
not over until it's over.
That's
and
right.
it ain't over.
And somebody out there might be saying, oh, that's not for me. I've tried this before. Oh, that's just but who's going to sit around and cut out pictures out of a magazine and post them on a board and think that that's going to change something? Don't knock it till you tried it.
That's right.
Well, you know what, Rose?
The
women in this community are truly powerful, because I will tell you, coming out of corporate America, you make goals, they have yearly goals, and they track those things. And people don't think of that. And I think it was like last week or the week before, Vicki was talking about making a goal for each week, setting goals and setting actions. What happens is we dream big, but we don't achieve because we don't build an action plan. So it's the follow through too. It's like the pictures are the inspiration. You do that so you can hold on to it when it gets tough. And then it's taking the action. And I think that's what she's talking about, just not the vision board, but about, all the things that come with fulfilling your vision too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because you can't move something off of that vision board to that accomplishment board until you go through the process and put some steps to that thing.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
And sometimes we have so much clutter and so many things that come our way. We need that vision board to look at so we can remember which way we're going. And
Right.
when you look at that board, you go, okay, I'm on track, because it's so many different things that hit you.
Or
That's
test
what I'm
and
talking about.
trials.
Yeah,
and
tests and
obstacles.
trials and obstacles, everything, things like that just hit you. You have that board, you can go back to and say, okay, all right, I'm on track. But it helps you.
That's it.
It does.
And and I know for me, I have to be able to see it. I have to be able to see it. For me, it starts in, just my thoughts. It starts in my mind. Can I see myself as a multimillionaire that creates multimillionaires? Do I see myself in that house? My husband and I, we're looking for houses. And when I tell you, every time we go out, it's like, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And, I'm like, baby, we don't have to settle. And I've talked so much about it. Even my realtor is saying, you're not going to settle, are you? You're not going to settle. No, I'm not. No, we're not. But first I had to be able to see it.
Yes.
And then once I was able to see it, I had to put forth the steps to ask myself that, hey, this can really happen. But first I had to see it. And then when I was able to see it, I had to say it.
Yep.
And you can't be you can't be afraid to put words to it and say it out loud so you can hear it, so you can get it down in your spirit. Once you hear it, put it out there, and you'll be like, maybe this is possible.
Exactly.
Right.
It's steps to this thing. The vision party is just the beginning, but you have to be able to see it first.
Right.
Right. Because if you can't see it, you don't know where you're going.
Whew.
If you running around in circles, you letting the blind lead you. Because see, this is all piece by piece, like Cherie said, that Vicky mentioned about those daily and weekly and monthly and yearly goals. Because when you make this vision board and you see where you're going, that's going to determine what you do on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. Let me go backwards on an hourly, minute, second basis.
That's
Because you have this vision board. Now when you up crying all night long, why you gonna have to get back up in the morning, get back at this and go again, because you see that vision of where you're trying to go, and you're not gonna let today's circumstances stop you from reaching that. But unless you see the vision, you have to see it. Because if you just sitting up here taking naps, around here and daydreaming and stuff, you're never gonna reach your dream. You're never gonna see the vision, because if you don't see where you going, you're not gonna fight to the damn death to keep on there, because this is a marathon.
You gotta see it before you see it. You gotta see it before you see it, and then you gotta put your feet to your face.
Ooh, I just love that. Put your feet to your face. What?
Right.
I like that.
Not your mouth.
Yeah.
I like
Put your
Allison Bird once said that the tongue in your shoe should always match the tongue in your mouth.
Wow.
This we have to get up and move. I'm so tired. I'm just, I don't know about you all, but I'm tired of just talking
Right.
the talk, but not walking the walk.
That's
You
it.
know, I'm tired of having these big dreams and goals, but then that's all.
Right.
It just stays on the paper. That's not what this vision party is about. This vision party is about you know, your faith, putting some action to your faith, putting some work to your faith. It's about the possibilities that really can become reality.
Right.
And so it's not just, oh, I'm about to have a cutesy vision party. No, we've had enough of that.
Enough.
You know, it's time out. It's time out for that. I'm sick and tired of just, you know, doing that surface stuff. Surface don't get you anywhere, but even more disappointed in yourself than you were before. If you're not gonna do the follow through, don't even start. Don't even start. I'm gonna say that again. Don't even start. But see, that's not what we're about, because it's some black girls right now. You know, I'm thinking about what were my dreams and goals when I was a girl.
That's right. Come on now. Come on.
I don't have to. I can. You know, sometimes it take me going back to that 7-year-old Vicky, that 10-year-old Vicky, when life hadn't beat me up yet. When those ugly words, you know, that people said about me. When it was before I started, before I even disappointed myself.
Right.
Well,
see, sometimes you have to go back to where you were that pure and innocent child, and you did think that you could be the president of the United States, or you know, that you could be, you know, the owner to this $1 billion company, and you know, so Black girl, oh my gosh, this whole thing of you know, this Black girl movement, it's
powerful.
I mean, it just gives me chills, because it's hope in that.
Right. Because it's time, like you said, it's time to go back to when you were innocent and talk to that innocent child now, and let that innocent child talk back to you, and bring those dreams that you had when you were cutting out those paper dolls, saying that I was going to create a clothing line.
Right.
You know,
right. We all did it.
Okay.
You know, cutting out those paper dolls. I would love to have some paper dolls to play with now. Those were the visions and the dreams that you can manifest now. Just because it was 40 years ago that you dreamt it and you wanted it, well, you didn't have the capacity for it then.
Right.
But God has held that thing in your consciousness for so long that now those dreams that you have, you can start putting some steps to those and bringing those to the forefront. And in this fourth quarter, you can kick that touchdown on you.
Right.
And why not you?
Why not?
I like what you said there too, because it's that 7-year-old person was when you weren't limited. You were limited. So we dreamed bigger then, because we didn't limit ourselves. We didn't believe the stuff that people had told us. Like you said, we didn't disappoint ourselves. So we didn't put a cap on ourselves that this is only as far as we can go. So it is what you and Rose said. It's like going back and bringing that big dreamer from the childhood up to the present with my capacity and putting it back together. Because we didn't lose that vision. We just forgot about it. We let it get stomped on. We stomped on ourselves. We put it in the suitcase of memories to never actually happen. And we need to open that thing up, pull it out, check it off, and go, yes, I can.
Yes, I can.
Open it back up again. Open it back up again, because it hasn't died. It's just lying dormant in us.
Yes.
And we need a stirring up, and that the vision party is going to stir that up in us, because it's been lying dormant for so long that we think that it is dead. And then maybe it is, But I think I don't know. I think it was God that told that asked Ezekiel,
To speak to the bones.
can these dry bones live or
Right.
something?
Yeah.
And my thing is we can speak life to these dry bones.
Sure
Maybe
can.
they are dry,
And we're gonna come together and do it.
right?
And that's why I think when you are that 7, 6, 7, 8-year-old child, that you are not limited in your capacity to dream, because you don't know that you're limited. You are limited at that age because you don't have the resources. You don't have a clue about what you're dreaming about. But as you said, those bones can yet live later when you do have the capacity for that. And this vision board party may be just the liquid you need to wet those dry bones.
And you know what else? Our coach teaches us your best quarter technically should be the fourth quarter.
Should be
Technically, so if all year long has been hell for you, you need to come to this vision board party, because you need to be able to see that you can come back, that it is not over. It is still time, so it's you can still do this and make up for everything for the whole year. It is still time, but you won't see it unless you got to come into this community, into this. You got to register first off at
right.
I take the first step.
Black Girl Vision, and get here on the 13th at 8:30, and it's gonna change your life. And that's another thing I want people to remember. Vision boards aren't just about materialistic things. That's the
lighting feature.
There's a stereotype.
That's the lighting feature.
Vision boards are just like about cars and money and houses. No, it's not. It's so much more, so much bigger. So don't think it's just material. This is mental, emotional, spiritual, all of that in there. This is meant to change your life. And I love the fact of how you said that little girl, about how when you used to cut out the dresses, you could have been dreaming about being an interior design. That's what our coach does. She brings out what was in you. What did you forget? What do you love? That all goes along with it. It's it's an awakening. Let this vision awaken.
Yeah, it is.
I like that.
It's just, I just know for me, where there's no vision, there's no hope.
That's right.
Where there's no vision, there's not life. And what? It's just time. I know for me, I can be a big procrastinator. And so I'm talking about I'm talking to the procrastinators out there. You've been procrastinating all year long. Use that. If that's your strength, then I need you to use that strength right now. Okay. And you waited to the end of the year to make that $50,000, to make that $100,000. See, me, I'm the one that believes that from now until December 31st, I know I can create $100,000.
Absolutely.
Like it ain't nothing. So to all the procrastinators out there, I want you to know that it really is possible to end. You still can. I'm about to get happy. Like seriously.
Get happy because I'm
about to get happy because I'm about to speak it. I know without a shadow of a doubt that I will create $100,000 in my business by December 31st. That is not over. That I can, if I want it, that I can have it. Does it mean that I have to put in the work? Yes. But guess what? I serve a big God that can
Big
do
God.
big things.
Big thing.
And $100,000, that is nothing to somebody that owns the whole world and all
Okay.
that's in it. So $100,000, that ain't nothing. I mean, that ain't. I know I'm an educator, but that ain't nothing.
Say so, Vicky. Don't fire yourself.
I'm just saying, I'm just sitting here thinking about what were my yearly goals and how far I've come in it. And to look at it on paper, it don't look good. But guess what?
You still moving the ball.
You don't have to be bound. You don't have to be bound by the reality that exists. That if you don't like the reality that you're in right now, change it. It first starts with a vision, though.
Right.
Right.
It starts with a vision.
That's right.
And so guess what? I'm gonna be at this vision party on tomorrow. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna make it plain. I'm gonna go on and start planning out so that by the time October 1st hit, things are gonna start, rolling. And I'm not gonna do anything that's not gonna lead me to that $100,000, because that's where we mess up. It's not the vision. It wasn't that it was an impossible vision. It's that we're busying ourselves. I'm talking to myself right now, doing things that don't lead us to the ultimate goal. And then we're like, oh, it didn't work. No, it's not. It didn't work. You didn't work
at all.
Well,
and let me speak to that, since I am the time and sales genie.
Set us free. Set us free.
Since I'm the time and sales genie, you say $100,000 by December 31. Absolutely doable. That's the first thing. You thought that thing, you spoke that thing, now you put that thing on paper. Then you look at the resources you need. You have two hands, but how do you get more hands to move that vision, to move that thing down the field to the goal line?
Right.
How do you do that? You have to tap into resources that are here for you, because you've often heard Coach say, if you can carry your vision and your goals by yourself, they're too small.
That's it.
I love that. I love that.
To carry that thing. And how do you carry that thing? Where you reach out and you take heed to the resources that are there for you. You ask the questions. You put the plan in place. Then you go 1A, 1A, 2A. You might have a 2B. And you follow that thing step by step by step.
Right.
Now you may not be able to do all of that on your own, but you get a team.
Yes.
To help you to move that thing down the field. It's pre-fourth quarter. You might be at the 50-yard line and you may be 10 points, 20 points down, but you don't see the football team moving that thing by themselves.
Right? You don't.
It's a team effort.
That's it.
It's a team effort. So you get your team in place and you make sure everybody is focused on that one goal. Shoot, you look up on December 31st, and it'll be $200,000.
I can't wait for the testimony that is going to come from this.
Yeah,
I cannot wait. In my mind, I'm thinking about my team. In my mind, I'm thinking about it's some folks out there that say, "Well, where do I get my team from?" Sometimes you have to start right within your household. My husband says all the time, well, I don't know how to help you. You're a major part of my team. You need teams everywhere. I need about 5 or 6 different teams to have pulled this thing off, because success is a team sport. You cannot do it alone. And I'm sorry, but I feel like if Jesus needed 12 disciples, I need 12 folks on my team.
Come on.
If Jesus knew that he couldn't spread the word,
By
He
itself.
couldn't carry that thing by himself.
Didn't he say, "Go ye therefore"?
Yes, he did.
Because he knew that it was gonna take a collective effort, a team effort.
Right.
We cannot do this by ourselves.
If we could,
Sometimes you can't even dream by yourself. That's why you need to go to bit.ly/Black Girl Vision, because some of us been beat up so bad. Some of us been torn down so bad. Some of us been mistreated, talked about, lied on, lied to for so long that we don't have the energy, the faith enough to dream again.
Right.
But show up tomorrow night.
Take
And see, don't you have some sisters that's gonna rally around you and gonna stir up that dream that's been laying dormant in your belly for so long, because the enemy wants you to think that you ain't nothing. The enemy wants you to think that you never will be. The enemy wants you to think that you never will have. The enemy wants you to think that you can't. But we're here to tell you that it's possible, that you're possible.
Right.
Just
see, I'm about to get mad. I'm really about to get mad right now. I'm really about to get mad because the enemy has been screaming in your ears, and you have allowed the enemy to stop you from dreaming. And that's why you have to sometimes you have to put on those spiritual blinders and just look, hey, I know for me,
stay focused.
Stay focused. That's why you got to show up tomorrow. That's why you got to show up tomorrow. Because some of you, it may not be that you can't dream. It could be that you don't even know how to want it bad enough.
Right.
To just tune everything and everybody. Look, I love Stan May, but sometimes I have to tune his tail out. Because if I didn't, guess what? It will be all about him and what he wants, and how he wants it, and when he wants it.
Right.
I'm just gonna be honest. And so sometimes I just have to. It'll be about other folks and their dreams and their goals.
All the time.
All the time. So my question is, how bad do you want it?
What about your goals and dreams?
I mean, y'all, I'm feeling this thing. I'm feeling this I'm feeling it. Y'all know how I get. So I'm gonna.
You're dropping words of wisdom.
You setting people free this morning.
You know, I'm just.
There's folks out there who need it. That's what they needed to hear. They've been praying for this. They've been looking for it.
Unemployment has beat us down.
Right.
This virus has beat us down.
It's
broken relationships has beat us down to where we thinking, you know, that life is as good as it gets. No.
You know what? Let me say this. What if, you know, there are some people, because we always assuming, you know, well, not always, but we look at it, you know, if this hasn't been a good year, you know, but Vicky, you got me thinking, like, what if this has been a hellish year for you personally, mentally, emotionally, physically? You know, if everything, you know, how people say this has been the worst year, and we don't get up there and we don't speak like that. But let me speak to you for those who it has been hell on earth, hell on 2020, but it can stop tomorrow. Just because it has been hell, it does not have to continue. That's why the first 3 words you see is why not you? Because you've been through hell all year long. You've been letting people control you. You've been the puppet of a master puppeteer for all year long. And now here's a you've been looking for an answer. Here's that glimmer of light. That glimmer of light is there is still hope. You've been having faith. So now you're going to put your faith and have some works in it and register to know that you don't have to give up on you. Don't give up on you. It's still hope. Let this vision board be for you. to make you a better woman,
Mm.
a better
Yes.
person. To give
Well
you
said.
you got to resuscitate you. You know, we always be, you know, somebody pray for me, somebody help me, I want to talk to somebody. No, because there'll be time, it's going to be times when you by yourself, everyone busy, everyone gone, you can't do nothing, and you're going to have to blow breath into yourself, pump on your own heart, and get that blood flowing again so you can get oxygen to your brain and to your heart and through the cells of your body. So let's resuscitate ourselves and think about ourselves and be at this vision board party so that, you know, don't give up. You still have a chance. You can still dream. And then once you wake up, then maybe by the end, maybe this vision board is what you need to help you break through some of all those mental blocks, those emotional blocks. Maybe you need this board to be sitting up in your face every day. So when those attacks from all over coming in, from the people, from the environment, from your family, whatever, then you get to go back and go focus on this vision board. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to hurt
Right.
people today. I'm not going to stop this. I'm going to keep going, because then you got your vision board pulling you. Like, remember this vision you had? Don't stop. Don't give up. Keep pushing. Keep going. Block out what they trying to say. They trying to tempt you because they know where you going. Your attention.
Right.
They know they ain't going with you.
Somebody spell resuscitate. I want to put it in the comment section, but I don't know how to spell it.
Look.
Let's see. My spell check not working right now. I'm trying to say resuscitate yourself, please.
All morning.
Just use dollar signs.
Oh my God! Right.
Right.
That's
right.
good.
But resuscitate yourself.
That's good. Dollar signs. Nothing will resuscitate you like some money.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Awesome.
Y'all have set some people free this morning. And see, that's what we were saying in the beginning. Vision boards and vision parties are not just about material things. They are about what you need to build in your life at this moment to move that dream of yours forward. Y'all go ahead with that. I'm gonna put that resuscitate in these comments.
Look, you about to look this up, and you know what? And when I look at something, even though that person ripped up my vision board, I still been moving towards that vision. You know, because that's something too. Don't let a piece of paper stop you.
Right.
You know, this ain't nothing but just a piece of a tool, because it got to get deeply rooted within you. You know, whatever you doing this for, you got to be able to close. You want to eat, sleep, and dream this vision board. So that I was able to do that. And now, you know, it just got me sitting here realizing that the things that I have been through, I still been making the steps. I still been striving towards it without it being in my face. And even though I know I can continue to move on, but no, I want to go to this vision board party tomorrow, because I'm a whole nother woman than who I was the last time I made that vision board. And I thought I was something then, because I was making moves and making changes and couldn't even believe I had made you know, that was my first time and everyone was impressed, you know. But now that I have had some self-healing, I can't even imagine what that vision board is going to look like, because now
you're at a whole new level.
Yes.
Yeah, whole new level.
My vision is on a whole new level. You know, your vision needs to elevate. It is supposed to. Just like how Rose was saying, we're going to have to start having accomplished, completed vision boards, parties, you know, be like, you know what, we didn't accomplish everything on this vision board and had these parties, and let's create another one, because that's what we're doing.
That every end of the quarter check-in. Okay, if 3 months, if you haven't done whatever, okay. Why is it? What's the holdup? You know, from let's say September, if tomorrow, yeah, we're still in September.
Yeah.
So in 3 months, we need to be checking in. What have you done? Because guess what? You said that person tore up your vision, your vision board. You weren't able to see it. Well, guess what? Sometimes it's going to get so cloudy to where you can't see it. Sometimes it's going to get so, life is going to come at you in such a way to you can't feel it, taste it, see it, smell it, nothing. But your faith is going to have to you have to keep walking that thing out. Even if you don't, right, you may not see it. It might be nothing but that crystal stare. And it's your faith that's going to support you, guys. Every step of the way as you elevate, as you ascend to more, it's going to be your faith that supports you. That's it. So it says faith is the substance. It's that substance that's going to get you from level to level, from glory to glory. That's why faith is so important in this journey to 7 figures.
That's right.
That's what's gonna sustain us, our faith.
Right.
That's why you need to get around with people that when your faith is weak, their faith is enough to carry you through.
Right.
I would not be here if it was not for my 7-figure sisters.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That goes back to what we say every day, every morning, the community. Our community, what it needs, and people are used to seeing things the way that they've always been shown. Well, you can change that thing. You can make it different. You can make it however your vision needs it to be. So what we're going to close out with you all today is what Kayshawn said, resuscitate, what Vicky said, resuscitate your vision today. When you resuscitate your vision, you resuscitate yourself.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
You resuscitate yourself. And a lot of times we can't count on other people to do it. One, God didn't give that vision to them. He gave it to us.
Right.
He gave it to us to run with. He gave it to me. He gave the vision he gave me. He didn't give to Cherie. The vision he gave me, he didn't give to Vicky. The vision that Vicky has, he didn't give to Kayshawn. We all are on different paths on our journey, but when you're in a like-minded community, that's what makes those paths come together. Each one can teach one and reach one and say, sister, don't step in that hole. Sister, go around this way. Sister, put that frame over there.
Right.
And
it's our village.
And make that vision right, that village. Make that vision work. So, ladies, what we are asking you to do, and then we want you all to join us too. We don't want to disclude you. If you go to bit.ly/Black Girl Vision, because we've all had those dreams and visions, and they still come back to us because God placed that thing a long time ago for such a time as this. For such a time as this.
Yes, so right.
So we're going to, ladies, anything else you all want to say as we wrap up?
No, you got it.
That was awesome, y'all.
That's it.
Well, we will
dream again.
Yes.
Dream again.
We're going to dream again. We're going to resuscitate that thing, and we want to see you in the vision board party. Remember it, like Kayshawn said earlier, it's not about materialistic things. It's about what you need for your dreams and your visions. We'll see you all again tomorrow morning. Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.